Did you know that 87% of employees worldwide are not engaged at work? And did you know that above average businesses have employees who are 2 times more engaged at work than below average businesses? While businesses in the top 1% in employee engagement enjoy 5 times the success of workforces globally. Well, according to Gallup, the polling organization, companies with highly engaged workforces outperform their peers by 147% in earnings per share. So, what if we could implement the best practices of these companies that enjoy an employee engagement of 2 to 5 times those of competitors in your industry? And what if we could systematically align and coordinate the collective power of all your employees behind the specific goals of your company? And if by doing that, all your employees could take full responsibility for business success, communicate with each other to solve their own problems, resulting in doubling or even tripling of their productivity, and becoming 20% happier while doing it. You see, the biggest problem or issue with businesses wanting to grow from 10 employees to 50 or from 50 to 500 is they are lacking good operational practices and they lack superior people management systems. They can't handle an inflated organization that is scaling past 10 or 15 employees. This is often fatal for their growth, or worse, fatal for the person at the top of the organization who ends up picking up the pieces of the wreckage caused by growing too big, too fast, without the right business infrastructure in place. With more than 30 years of advising and guiding owners of small and medium-sized businesses to build better businesses, I found just 10 habits to be the most critical practices that can lead you to double your cash flow, double your enterprise value, and even achieve 3 times industry average profitability while realizing a 3-to-1 return on your coaching investment. So whether you're wanting to grow from $1 million to $10 million or from $10 million to $100 million, these practices are not only the right ones to get you there, but most importantly, they'll get you there without all the usual frustrations that come with rapid growth and shaky fundamentals. I know growing a business is hard, but it's completely possible and probable to achieve what I'm promising you when you implement our 10 habits on our checklist. I've coached many companies along the way, resulting in increases in revenues, profits, and the building of better teams where division leaders and department managers work the systems in the business so the leader can get some more time back for themselves. Here's Justin White, CEO and now proud owner of his family's business, K&D. When I met Justin, his family's construction business, started by his mom and dad, was struggling to achieve consistent profitability and knew little of these 10 habits. He turned to me as his coach because he knew that his parents could not teach him what he needed to learn, like how to build a culture infused with purpose and shared values, and how to use proven methods for hiring to improve hiring success by 80% or more. He needed a business coach with industry experience who had proven processes to upgrade his skills as a leader and teach him how to create a highly engaged workforce. In the 3 years we've been working together, we've been implementing these 10 habits, like making sure every function of the organization has a person assigned with accountability for ensuring goals are met, and like holding regular meetings so information moves to the organization accurately and quickly. The results? He has a fully developed leadership team filled with A players, along with a clear and compelling vision that his team has adopted and is executing on daily. Gross revenues have increased 533%. Profits are 3 times industry averages, and he enjoys running the business like he never knew he could. So how are we able to create these results? Well, what you focus on expands. So we purposely focus our attention on the 3 most complex issues facing any company's growth, namely their people, their processes, and their profits. When you add people, you add growth. And when there's profitable, drama-free growth, growth that is driven by a living, evolving strategic plan and backed by a well-aligned team, As you scale, you need better organizational process, like how to hold effective meetings and get the team aligned around your process, and managing time better. And since organizational structure issues arise where accountabilities by position get confusing, you need to communicate the vision more often. Without a sufficient number of good quality scalable processes and the right people managing them, it can be difficult to make a business grow and be profitable. Arguably, the most difficult waters to navigate are those of selecting a strategy and staying on course, especially when social trends, changes in economic, political, or regulatory environments can present dangers and opportunities to the business and need to be navigated smoothly. Well, you wouldn't navigate difficult waters without the right team or right tools. So why scale your company without the right tools? Our Scale Up coaching framework follows a simple path. You read or listen to an audiobook or watch our video course on scaling up so you understand the entrepreneur's challenges and learn the results from among hundreds of middle market companies who've successfully implemented these business growth tools and become familiar with the tools. And then enroll your team in the methodology by having them read or listen to the book or watch the video course. And then you'll study the 10 habits checklist and begin to implement these habits into your business over the next 1 to 3 years. You'll meet with me regularly throughout the course of our work together and have your leadership team, if you have one, meet with me 1 to 2 days each quarter. Naturally, you can implement these 10 habits on your own, but frankly, most entrepreneurs fail to do so successfully because it requires tools most entrepreneurs don't have and the know-how to implement them. Smart, growth-minded leaders, perhaps like yourself, see the value in having a highly skilled and trained coach to guide you in the right direction and help you implement a business operating system rather than try to figure it out on your own. So whether you want to dominate your industry or just have a better business, you'll want a coach to guide you. Athletes have coaches because even great athletes improve with coaching. Top CEOs have coaches because it's difficult to be objective and see your true situation, behavior, and results, and because it takes experience and knowledge to correctly apply any framework to your unique situation. Like knowing which of the 10 habits and 40 plus growth tools to implement first, and then next, and so on. It's tricky. Also, having the confidence to approach this alone can be a daunting task when you have so many other things to focus on, like selling and marketing and managing the operations of the business. So if you find this interesting and you are curious to see how these 10 habits can work in your particular business and what those results might look like, well, in the coming weeks, I'm opening up a few slots for a 15-minute call with me when we can have a quick chat and see if your business can benefit. And if I can, I will offer the opportunity to meet with me for a more in-depth video conference call where I'll unpack some of the business growth tools and we'll discuss expectations around the desired result from working together. Naturally, if it's not a fit, then I'll explain why not and what you can do instead, pointing you in the right direction to keep you going. So there's nothing for sale on this call. We're just seeing if I can help, and there's no pressure. It's just 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. So if that interests you and you want to find out more about it, click the button below to schedule a time with me, and I'll look forward to catching up with you.